Welcome to Pull a Pin Already, War Room Edition. I'm your host, Jim. Back with me again, as usual, my partner in crime here.
Nate, what's happening?
What's up, Nate?
I'm just trying to figure stuff out. There we go. All right.
What are you
I,
trying to figure out?
I was having, third episode. I
You
had
still
having
have problems.
difficulty. I had to push the wrong button. That's all.
We're still having problems. We're still figuring it out, but we're soldiers. We're average veterans, so we train on things for at least a month before we can get them.
I adapted and overcame. We're in the crawl phase right now. Still, we're not walking and running yet through this. So
What, well, what was the saying? Good enough for government work, right?
I got it working. We're good.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to go and tell everybody what we do here because in case you don't tune into us, which if you don't, I don't know why, but if you don't, you probably didn't hear that. So what we do here is we get headlines from the news and we talk about them, whether we've read the article or not, because we know that's exactly what you probably do because you all have lives and things to do yourselves. So you don't have time to read headlines. So we're going to make a story up for you so you can get angry or mad or excited and run with it there. And Nate will tell you exactly why that matters.
Because we're average veterans, better in the world, and we know it all.
And we haven't been fact checked on here yet.
I'll let you say it this time.
You know what's funny though? One day we're going to get fact checked. We can't say it anymore.
Well, until that day happens,
Well, in all fairness, I told you we did have a video banned.
we weren't fact checked. They just
So
took
I
us
don't.
down.
Yeah. Well, they think it was COVID misinformation. They called it COVID misinformation for me telling my story about my experience with COVID.
Was I on the episode or no?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe
Well, then I've never been fact checked. I'm gonna
you've
keep
been
going.
there. All right,
I'm
man,
gonna
you
keep
keep going. Go with that. You can do it anyway because they're fact checking me, right?
I think I was on the episode 'cause I remember you talking about your situation and
Yeah.
going to the hospital and like, oh, garbage,
It was
whatever.
in December or something last year.
Yeah,
It's like last December, not this last December. It was wow, how long have we
2021,
been doing this, man?
2021. Yeah,
We've been doing this a while, huh? Whew. Well, good at you. Good at you. I'm glad we're still doing it. And we're still waiting on more of you to come join us because this is a lot of fun. Trust me. So speaking of fun, we ready for a headline?
let's do it.
All right, first one's exciting. Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky to deliver special message of peace at 2023 Golden Globes.
Let me tell you who's not going to see that speech.
Probably a good portion of America.
Yeah, I don't watch those stupid shows.
I don't watch any of them anymore because they're all woke. But like I said, at the end of the day, isn't there a war going on in your country?
No, he got a special message of peace.
Aren't people dying in your country from this evil country called Russia?
I don't know. Are they anymore? I don't know if they are anymore. I haven't heard anything on this war in a long time
Well,
now.
that's because I don't look for it, dude. It's out there. Obviously, we're sending them billions of dollars, so I guess that money stopped the war. That's what they probably did. They
Must
probably
have.
built a wall with the money, right? This just like I said, this is a blatant, obvious illustration of the corruption. Like this guy has time to go give message at Golden Globes. I understand when he came to America, he was pleading for more money, more support. But the Golden Globes?
Do you think he wore a hoodie there, or do you think he'll be in a suit?
Oh my gosh. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like this is a joke to me. And if it's not obvious, like we had dignitaries come out, right? Because I remember I told you the Sergeant Major story, right?
Dog and pony shows.
Yeah, but did I tell you when Sergeant Major came out when I was working in Macedonia with the United Nations? When the Sergeant Major came out,
What's our major?
Kid,
Army or just a sergeant
Army.
major?
No, the Sergeant Major Army, Kid, and McKinney
Oh.
was the one below him. When he came out, and then we were taking him on an escort, and I had asked him for a photo, and he's like, "Oh, sure, sure." And I said, "No, I was actually kind of hoping I'd get a photo of me apprehending you." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't think so," right? But we took a regular photo, and I mailed it to him, and they sent back a signed copy and gave me a coin and everything. And then he got arrested, apprehended sometime after that. I was like, holy cow, maybe that's why he didn't let me because he knew.
He knew it was coming down.
But
That would have been awesome.
but they show up. We know the dog and pony show. We know how it works. I mean, we talked about Biden going to the border. We know how that stuff works. But at the end of the day, this is a joke. You're in a war. You know what I mean? You're not. You're. What is he going to do? Bring a group of people in here to perform on Broadway next week?
He is trying to bring peace, Jim. He is trying to bring peace because all the Russians and other Ukrainians watch the Golden Globes.
Even though they don't have electricity, right?
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm just like, if this stuff isn't obvious to people, like if you're still sitting here supporting, if you're still flying a Ukraine flag, I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna say anything bad. I'm just not gonna say anything bad. You can support the people without giving into this political garbage.
Because you buying that Ukraine flag provided money to the Ukraine because it was probably made in China.
Right, exactly. Ukraine doesn't need any more money. Well, actually, they do because Biden and all the other corrupt officials probably took most of the money. But yeah. So I'm just done with this. I mean, if the average person really thinks they're doing something from Ukraine by putting a little sticker on their website or flying a flag in front of their house, you know why we spend all this money in
Oh.
Ukraine and our country's suffering?
Speaking of flag, yours is gone.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Trump, I don't want to get into a whole different stuff. Trump's losing favor with me, and I think he's losing favor with a lot of people.
Well, let's see what the next special message is.
I don't think it's got anything to do with Trump.
Okay.
Rasmussen, 76% of voters concerned about 31 plus trillion national debt.
Why are not 100% concerned? Who are the stupid 24%?
Probably the rich people who think
true.
their money's just going to last forever and they don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it.
The politicians aren't worried about it.
Right.
They don't,
They're
it don't
not
affect
worried.
them.
Right.
What's Rausman? Independent think tank or something like that?
I don't know what side. I don't know if they're left, right leaning or what, but they do a lot of polls.
Yeah, so it's not a person. It's it's an
Right,
organization.
Rasmussen
Okay,
polls. Right, yeah. I think
Yeah.
they've been credited before as some value, but who knows today? We don't know. Even like I said, take this as a grain of salt. Percentages are all made up, right? What do they say? 96% of percentages are made up on the spot.
84.
84, right? Or maybe it's 76. I don't remember. But the point is, we're making that up too. But this is probably made up too. Who knows? But this, like to your point, this should be a concern. But I don't think people understand. First of all, I don't think people know what 31 trillion is. I don't think people comprehend 31 trillion dollars.
It's a lot of zeros.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't ever anticipate. Even if I told them $31 million, they're like, I got to hit the lottery to get that. Most people can't even comprehend what $31 million is.
The lottery's up to like 1.1 billion right now.
Well, but that's my point. So if I were to say 31 billion, people would be like, oh, that's a lot of money, but they really wouldn't know what that was. Nobody's seen $31 billion. I mean, I think it is paid this. You can go Google it.
Some people have.
Yeah, well, right. But I'm saying most people.
Yeah.
Most people haven't. Well, even Bezos though, but it's never all in one place.
True.
Billions of dollars are
They
in
haven't
stocks.
seen it all in
Right.
cash. You're talking about cash.
Right. So, I mean, displayed. Right. Yes, as in a cash equivalent, because that's how we equate to it. Right. We go to a store with a $20 bill now, because $1 and 5s and 10s don't do anything. You go with a $20 bill, and that's real to you.
And we still have pennies.
Right. But $31 trillion. I mean, people don't understand. Like, there's no way we're paying that back. There's no way. I don't know how. No, I don't know how we even possibly could ever pay that back, let alone in our lifetime or my children's lifetime. So it should be
That's
considered.
31 trillion we owe to other people. How that is?
Yeah, and I thought, well, maybe we owe it to all the politicians because they're the probably ones loaning it to us from the money they stole from us. But I thought, like, well, let's just say we renege on something like China. Okay, China, we're not paying you any, all those bonds you took out on our country and the interest, we're not paying you. Doesn't that clear the debt? Well, you'd think so, right? But it causes whole lot of other problems. So the problem is now is we don't even make enough things or make enough money to pay the interest on this money, let alone the bill. We all know this. You own a house, right? Or maybe you have a mortgage.
Yeah, my bank owns that, of course.
Right, the bank owns it. But you understand, like the people don't even realize that, especially if they don't own a house. People are like, oh, everybody should have a house. Do you understand buying a house, you're making some bank rich? Like, do people understand that? Like, I don't think people have a common sense about finances, period.
And interest alone.
Interest alone, like you make a house payment, and 80% of it is in interest.
Yeah.
You're already paying the bank up front. They're going to get their money first, and then you're going to pay back what you borrowed.
That's why I pay more in principal, so my interest isn't as much. They're still making money on me, but
Sure,
excuse
but
me.
you're still right. If you look at they have to provide it now. What is the amortizations thing or
Yeah,
whatever they
there's
call
something.
it?
Yeah,
When they show you that, you could buy a house for, I'm just going to say 100,000. That's not that houses sell for that, but you buy a house for 100,000. You're paying 500,000 when you're done.
with 5% interest. Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So people don't understand that. So our debt, 31 trillion, may not seem like a lot, but that's a big problem, and we got to stop it. It's got to stop.
Well, I want to find out what the 24% don't think it's a problem. Anyways,
Yeah, right. I'm telling you. So either way, we need to cut that, and hopefully this clowns in the Congress can start doing something. They can't, right? Obviously, because it's only the House, or it's only the House that we have. It's not the Senate. So yeah, they're not going to do anything unless it's just strictly a House.
I don't know if can the House make a rule without Senate approving, and can Senate make rules without House approving? I don't know how that
Well,
works.
that's what I was saying. If it's a direct responsibility of the House, yes, but most of it falls on Congress, which is obviously both. So, yeah, nothing's going to get passed. I mean, it's going to be one of those lame duck, whatever they call them, or
Lame duck sessions.
yeah, because even like now they put up some bill to stop the we talked about in the first episode, or a couple episodes back. They stopped the IRS people funding, but that's it's a dead bill. You know what I mean? It's going to go to the Senate, and they're going to vote it down. They're going to fund those IRS people, and even if the Senate says, "Oh, you're right," and it goes to Biden, he's going to veto it.
Veto it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a dead bill. But I actually made a comment to some ignorant person on one of the comments like, "Oh, that's a really good waste or good use of government time to put a bill that you know is not going to make it through," right? So I made a comment. I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm sure the entire country was formed on the Boston Tea Party alone. Like nobody ever started anything before that. Like, duh. That's how you build momentum, you moron. Even if it doesn't get passed, you let people know, hey, we're willing to fight for this. And then more people will join. And then more of these will happen. That's how you get things changed. But that idiot probably was born in 2000 and thinks everything's handed to him. Idiot. All right. Anyways, let's move to the next one. I forgot where the hell we are, but those 24%, I'm sure you're one of those 24%, just please leave a comment because we'd like to know exactly why you're not worried about $31 trillion. We'd really like to know that. Yes.
Facts.
And next headline. The SEC ends insider trading probe of ex-GOP Senator Richard Burr with no action. Hey, Mike would be proud. This is another Republican we're talking about.
No action. So he didn't do anything wrong.
Well, it's just bullcrap. You know it's bullcrap.
Yeah.
This is the North Carolina guy.
I don't know who he is, but
when I lived in North Carolina, he was a representative in North Carolina.
yeah. So they did a probe and took no action. So why do a probe? Waste of money,
Well,
right?
I mean, I think you don't. We have law enforcement experience. We have investigative experience, right? There's certain things that might stand out to us that the common person might miss, right? I think an idiot can see he traded all his stuff right before something changed and got all this money. Coincidence? Maybe, but seeing as how I think all of Congress is beating the curve.
Yeah. None of them should be able to own stocks in anything.
No, that needs to change.
Because most of the rules they make benefit them for their stocks.
Yeah. I think no one in their family should be allowed to own stocks. No one in their family. Their immediate family, I guess you can get your cousins rich, but you know what happens with that? There's always a chance your cousin's going to tell you to pound sand.
Yeah. or dime you out. Or dime you out.
Wait a minute. Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
I think once you remove it from the immediate family, you know what I mean? And does it suck? Does it suck for the family? Yeah. But so what? You chose to run.
Yeah, you chose a profession.
You know what I mean? You chose to do it. So,
Unless you're going to tell me, then I'll allow you to keep insider trading.
well, but even at that, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it should be. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you would do it. There's got to be solutions, maybe to freeze those industries, while decisions are being made. But then again, I think that might hurt the companies. I don't know, man. I just don't know how you do it, but it's got to change. This is ridiculous. And the fact that they took no action, they're just endorsing this crap.
Oh yeah.
Establishment. This is establishment crap. This is why there is a uniparty. Because whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, or what is Bernie Sanders? I don't know. What does he call himself?
Independent.
But the millionaires and billionaires. Oh, no, now that I'm a millionaire, I mean, the billionaires are the problem. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's all the establishment.
They all are.
It's all of them.
All
It's
of
the
them.
game. It's the whole network.
Even the newly elected ones, they're part of the establishment.
Exactly. Once they get in process, they're brought into the game. They're hey, this is how it works. You either play the game or we're gonna set you up and we're gonna raid your house and perp
Get rid
walk
of you.
you and find you a way get out.
Yep.
And you're gonna say nothing because if you do, we'll smear you and you're out of the game. It's just the way it is.
Exactly.
And if you people out there, I know most of our viewers probably understand this, but if you ignorant people that walk around like zombies don't think that these people have that kind of power, then you're a fool. Because just go to your local election and see how much ass kissing's going on, see how many people are trying to do favors, see how many backdoor deals are going on. Just go look. If it's happening at a local level, imagine the power they have at a big level.
And until then,
No, we got one more.
oh,
We have one more. Sorry. We'll get to the next one.
until then, we're going to the next one.
Navy seizes 2,000 plus AK-47s shipped from Iran.
Why is Iran getting rid of them? I would have thought it would have said Navy sees them getting shipped to Iran.
That's what I would have thought too. But maybe they got nukes now. They don't need them.
And my question is, who will they seize? Who will they shipping them to?
And how did the Navy get them?
Patrolling intelligence.
Hmm.
If only I would have read a headline. Read an article, not just a headline.
Well,
A lot deeper discussion, but that'd be factual discussion, and we want to
right,
make shit up.
Look, dude, you're a Navy guy right now, and you're just seized 2,000 AK-47. So you tell me what happened.
They really got 2,500, but they only reported 2,000.
Well, it does say 2,000 plus, so that could be anything, right?
There you go. Right.
2,000 plus another 30,000.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give you the exact number, but here's what we found.
Right.
Nope, don't check these sailors' bags and then get off the ship.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy though, man. I mean, like think about it though. If this was those special operations guys, they'd be selling these. Or maybe they are.
Trading
Maybe
them.
they're just turning, like you said, maybe they're only turning in 2,000.
Exactly.
Wow.
The Navy's gonna give them to the special operation. I can't say SF because they just said special operations soldiers. I just assume it was.
Right. Well, isn't Iran having a whole lot of protests now? Aren't they hanging and killing people?
Oh yeah. Iran's people are trying to have an insurrection on their government too right now. But
So
that one's
maybe-
okay because we don't like the way their government runs, so it's okay for their people
Right.
to have an insurrection.
Right, but we're crossing the line when was it Brazil? Is it Brazil people that
Yep.
revolted?
The
Well,
presidency.
Yeah, we're crossing the line in Brazil because we kind of don't like them, but we kind of want to make sure these other people look like right-wing Trump supporters, even though it's a whole different country. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's part of the game, dude. We already know that. That's why channels like this, well, not necessarily us, but that's why a lot of channels exist now because people are tired of listening to the mainstream media garbage that's just lies. So I'm gonna go and put my AK-47s away that just came in and wrap this show up.
Oh, is that the IRS at your door? Oh wait, they're
Yeah, my bad. Right. Whatever. They probably already know where all my stuff is. My Google Maps told them.
You have stuff? Huh? I don't.
Yeah. Well, it's in other. I keep it in other people's houses. Like I have this huge collection of ice cream in Pelosi's fridge. Amazing. One day I'll let you try it.
I have a whole bunch of confidential records, of secret records, in a place in Pennsylvania in Penn at the university.
Oh, you do too. Oh, you do too. That's so interesting because I got some in Biden's house, but nobody knows about those yet. So we'll just leave them alone. All right, but either way, we've got we got to thank the audience for tuning in, watching us, doing all that stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you especially, Nate. I always appreciate you being on because you're my number one supporter. No offense, Johnny. Sorry, no offense. But in the meantime, get on. You're a veteran. Get on. Go to the website. We keep playing it on the bottom if you can't see it. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin already.